testing out how I'm going to be vlogging. This is kind of weird because I've never done this before. About to go to the airport, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. When I think about my 4 years at Oxford, summarising it isn't really possible in a sentence or two. The only way that I could do this, or I think would do justice to this experience, would be just to show you. And so that's what I'm going to do. A car full of things, 2 pimples on my head. I'll never forget the day that I moved into Oxford. So you enter from here and I have this little lovely windowsill, and then I have this huge room here with the table, 1 board, 2 board, 3 board. I'll go to the main quad, which is amazing. I don't think I'd realised its value at the time, but picking up my camera and recording things that were happening around me would probably prove to be one of the most valuable things that I could have done. It doesn't matter what you use to record your experiences, a pen and paper, a camera, a microphone, voice notes. The important thing is being able to look back and see how far you've come.
Hi guys, welcome to this week's video. For those of you that didn't watch the introduction video, my name's Melinda Sachdeva and I'm studying computer science and philosophy at University College.
You're gonna wanna be my best friend, baby.
How happy are you that I'm a How happy are you that I'm
so excited. I'm
celebrating.
I said that you're gonna wanna be my best friend, baby. You're gonna wanna be my best friend.
The first year of university was a blur. A stressful, surreal blur.
I got in trouble for the most random things.
Okay, I didn't get in trouble, but it truly was a blur. It took an entire year just to get used to life at Oxford. Everything took some getting used to, whether it was the lectures and classes, which I spent a lot of time rushing to get to, or scrambling to finish the work for the tutorial. There was always so much going on in term time that I just constantly felt like I was doing work, or in a perpetual state of essay crisis. But somehow, in spite of all of that, I almost always found time to relax and just chill with my friends, whether that be go to a fashion show or a ball, or just go to formal hall. It was the people that I got to know that really made my first year worth it.
Pick and mix, and I've literally filled this up more. Like, you cannot fill this up anymore.
As the year went on, I got more comfortable in my life at Oxford. Everything from moving in and out every 8 weeks, the workload, the quirky traditions, the events, the people. I even went on to make friends outside of college, started to go out a bit more, and I even ended up running and somehow winning JCR president. So it really was a massive learning curve for me, and pretty much the start of an adventure.
What did you just do? We just went to Armin's.
Post-capable, we went to Armin's.
And before I knew it, it was time to sit prelims. So, hey guys, what day is it today? It's Wednesday. And Wednesday of 6th week, and my exams are in a week and a half. I felt like all I was doing for weeks that year was just revise, non-stop revision. So today's the morning of my last exam and I'm so happy they're over. Red carnation feels just so ready to be done. I feel like I have been trapped for the last 4 weeks in the library. All I've been doing is working, which in itself it makes sense because you have exams, but still. So happy to be done finally. Ooh. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the other side. The first year had come to an end. By the second year, I considered myself a bit of a pro at vlogging. Hi everyone. Hey 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 everyone. Hey. Good morning everyone. Say hey. Say hey. Hey guys. And so this year became less about familiarising myself with vlogging and Oxford, and more just kind of performing some form of balancing act, trying to keep my social life together, trying to keep academics together, trying to get to know new people and just make the most of this opportunity that was Oxford. Every single person at the university told me that these 4 years would fly by, and so that I should do everything that I wanted to whenever the opportunity came by. And that was the thing that I was really trying to do that year. The year started with organising Freshers Week, and that in itself was one of the most stressful experiences because I was balancing that alongside mock exams, and so things got quite difficult at times.
Ad tuam gloriam, recte utentis, una cum iis, ad vitam immortalem predicamur.
But what that instance, and pretty much the rest of the year, taught me was how to be efficient. It made me schedule almost every minute in my day, make sure that I was getting up on time in order to make the most of the time that I had. And that's what led to the series of Study With Me content and Get Productive With Me type of content, because I spent most of that year just trying to make sure I was getting everything I needed to do done. Of course, I was still spending some time with my friends. In fact, I even grew closer to some of my friends from SeekSoc. But it was absolutely no lie that the work that year was just crazy. There was no way I would have got through it without my friends.
What's causing all this distress?
How did I know? Because you never do your work, that's how I knew.
And still, in spite of all of that, I have some of the best memories of my time at Oxford from second year. Whether that be the varsity ski trip, or going to formals at other colleges, or having some of my friends from home visit me, or going to balls, or having a cute formal for my birthday. All of it, whether they were the highs or the lows, I still wouldn't change a thing about my second year. The only thing that was really left to complete second year was sit my exams and go to Univ Ball. Given that my last exam ended at 5 PM and the ball started at 6:30, that was one of the most action-packed and probably fun days I had ever had.
Finish what I started.
Well, congratulations if you've made it this far. You must be pretty invested in my degree to have made it to this point. Maybe even more invested than I probably was, to be honest. But either way, now it was time for me to be a finalist. So you're probably thinking, by this point I should have not only been a pro at vlogging, but also balancing my life. Spoiler alert, I wasn't. Third year presented itself with a whole new set of challenges. All of a sudden I was applying to internships left, right and centre in an attempt to sort out a career after fourth year. And the goal was no longer just trying to finish my weekly work, but instead trying to start preparing and revising for finals wherever I could. But again, no matter what the obstacles, we got through it. And although it was a year filled with interviews, late nights in the library, long slogs trying to get through an essay crisis, I somehow managed to spend even more time with those who I really, truly loved and cared about.
It's a video. Manish, are you okay?
I need a refund and then let me catch everybody else. It's like, good, full stop. But I'm working after my class without you. Because you're a distraction. Okay.
literally, putting this together is one of the toughest things because each video and each memory immediately throws me back into that moment, and I value each of them in a different way. Every birthday,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
every formal,
Manny's vlog. We're at his birthday. Hold on, we're gonna do.
We love you, Jules.
Oh, I'm glad.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
We're ready.
It's a time I kind of wish I could get back.
It's like an artistic juxtaposition.
But not only can I give credit to those around me, I have to give a decent amount of credit to caffeine for getting me through the majority of that year. And now that I think about it, it wasn't so much the coffee itself, but the escape that a coffee shop provided. Whether it was just a quick catch up with friends to sort of debrief over a night out, or an exam, or an essay you're stressed about, or a quiet place to work that isn't a library. I spent a lot of my third year exploring various coffee shops. If not a master in computer science and philosophy, I can definitely say I'm a master of the cappuccino. I start my Oxford finals tomorrow. I've been in like a sort of roller coaster of emotions the last couple of weeks. At one minute I feel like I'm fine, like it's just gonna be okay, and then the next minute I like want to break down. My schedule's a bit weird. I have 6 exams this week, 1 every single day, and then 2 on Thursday, so it's a bit crazy, but at least I know by the end of the week I would have done 6 out of my 9 exams, and then I've got 2 the following week and 1 the week after that. So yeah, I thought I'd vlog the process just so I can look back at it, and also so you guys know how crazy it is sitting Oxford finals. It is the morning of my first Oxford final exam. I'm now ready. I've got my carnation. I had my first exam yesterday, it was fine. I have another one today. It's just an insane timetable. Ugh, a bit annoying, but we just have to power through somehow. Not gonna lie, but I'm not feeling great about this one. That was not great. I finished like literally like a minute before they said time was up. Just a sort of like an endurance game because I'm exhausted, but I now have a couple of hours to revise for the one I have at 9:30. Like, it's just mad. Hopefully I will be able to, it's just gonna be fine. I'm gonna write 3 essays and I'll be back in 3 hours to tell you that it was fine. So I just got back and it was all right. So I've got 2 today and it's terrifying. I didn't get to record post exam number 2 because I just came and fell asleep. 6 exams in 5 days is not kind, and I don't know anyone else that has it this bad. I finished 6 exams in 5 days. Still have 3 left, but I feel like a whole weight has been lifted off my shoulders. This is the 3rd last exam. I can start counting down now. Monday, and I have my 7th exam today. We've come so far. How have I done 7 exams? It was the 2nd last exam. Goodbye pink carnation, never again will I have to wear you. I finally got to wear my red carnation. Ah! So happy. And just like that, the 3rd year, notoriously known to be the toughest year of my degree just because of the number of exams that we have to sit, was over. And less than 24 hours later, I was at a desk in an office, ready for my 10-week internship. It's safe to say I slept like a baby that weekend. Once the summer was over, I had to prepare myself to do all of it again, one last time.
You having fun? For the last time?
And although many things stayed the same, so much in 4th year changed for me. A good chunk of my friends had already graduated, and for the first time I wasn't living within the college's 4 walls. There was a lot to get used to again. But going into the 4th year, I told myself I wanted to have some fun and finally prioritise doing the things I really wanted to do while I was at Oxford. And so that's exactly what I did. Not only did I continue the societies that I was a part of, like Finance Society and Sikh Society, I got involved in a new sport, started to play polo, really try and push myself out of my comfort zone, and tried to make the most of every moment that I had. And in fact, fourth year turned out to be even better than I could have imagined. Not only was I taking classes that I really enjoyed, but I got closer to people I wasn't as close to and also made some new friends. I have so many amazing memories of fourth year that will stay with me forever. If I had to begin naming each person that had an impact or positively influenced my life at Oxford, we'd be here all day. But if you're watching, you guys know who you are. I don't think I was able to enjoy Oxford as much as I did in my fourth year, whether that was going to more talks and events, or taking part in more societies. Ruth didn't want to buy a keep cup, so then she had to get a... I even somehow ended up going to 3 different balls.
Hello, this is Management and Cushioning reporting live.
And even a concert for one of my favourite bands. The things that we were doing were roughly the same. Formals, classes, problem sheets, time in the library, time in a coffee shop. But the perspective was different. I was no longer worried about fitting in. I was no longer worried about trying to do the best piece of work I could possibly do. But I began to prioritise myself and ensure that I was getting everything I wanted to out of this experience, as opposed to just ticking boxes along the way. The work remained tough, but instead I learned to not let it get to me as I used to. Everything seemed to be going well. That was until it wasn't.
It has been confirmed that there are 2 cases now in England. This is a statement from Professor Chris Whitty, who's the Chief Medical Officer for England.
Good evening. All schools across Britain will close by the end of the week until further notice as the death toll from coronavirus reached 104.
There will come a moment when no health service in the world could possibly cope.
3 weeks for review, 2 or 3 months to see whether we've really squashed it, but about 3 to 6 months ideally, and lots of uncertainty in that.
None of us saw this coming. Little did I know that when I was leaving Oxford that weekend, I was leaving Oxford for good. Plans have changed, so I was going to stay in Oxford for the holiday. But that's not happening anymore. They've asked students to leave if it's possible for them to leave, and it is possible for me to leave because my parents live in London, and so yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow. All of a sudden, everything went from seeing friends every day and enjoying what was my last few terms at Oxford to life at home with uncertainty, a level of chaos, with the only thing left to do being revise for exams that I didn't even know were going to take place. Not only was revising at home extremely difficult, but the added anxiety with everything that was going on was far from the kind of environment I would have liked to try and move on and just focus on work. But again, as you might have realised has been a recurring theme over the last 4 years, we got through it. We sat the exams, albeit at home. Like many of you, I was just stuck at home for 4 and a bit odd months, not seeing friends, not seeing family, and yeah, it was definitely hard. But again, I appreciate the fact that I had a safe and comfortable home to come home to, and I'm still very grateful for the time that I was able to spend at home. And just like that, my last year at Oxford was cut short. I knew that regardless of what grade I got at the end, I'd be proud of myself, and the fact that I was able to achieve my goals made everything all the more worth it. I guess that concludes my Oxford journey. But I think there's one last thing that I have to say. Thank you. Thank you to all of you that have supported this channel for the last 3 years. I still remember the day that I hit 100 subscribers, and I cannot believe that I've recently hit over 13,000 subscribers, and I find that absolutely crazy to think that there are that many of you out there that have been interested in following this journey. You guys have been a massive part of my Oxford experience, and so I really couldn't end this video without saying a massive thank you to you. Every comment, every DM, every time I bump into one of you on the street, you really do make my day, and you make this whole thing so worthwhile. I don't think I would have done half the things I did while at Oxford if I didn't have your constant support and your constant backing. So whoever you are out there watching this video, thank you so much for your support. I'm honestly eternally grateful for it. I know that this sounds like it's the end, but it's not. This is not the end of this channel. I will keep it up. I start work quite soon. I'm not sure exactly what the schedule for my videos is going to be like, but rest assured, this is not the end. I also want to take a second to thank my friends, family and tutors who have been there for me from the beginning of this whole thing, and I cannot explain to you how hard it has been making this video and putting all this together and compiling it, and just how emotional the whole process has been. But you know what, I can really finally say that I'm proud of myself for this channel and sort of documenting everything. I think it's time to say goodbye to this chapter of my life. Thank you so much everyone for watching this now very, very long video, but I really, really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys very soon. Once again, I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Yeah, I hope you're having a brilliant day wherever you are, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!